Hi, this video is for FIU Senior Project of the Computer Science program, specifically for the project effort. My name is Rodolfo Marrero and I'll be your host today. The product mentor and product owner is Dr. Masoud Sayadi, so if you have any questions, please contact him. Today we're going to be talking about Stripe subscriptions with relationship to the ticket EFRT 213. This ticket is related to paying by credit and debit card, specifically with regards to subscriptions. A subscription is a mechanism by which a customer agrees to pay a certain amount of money at the predefined time period in exchange for a certain product or service. For us, this means that the customer will be paying for the services provided by the platform effort. Subscriptions are managed by Stripe, as well as most of the process of adding credit and debit cards. Stripe offers a JavaScript SDK that allows us to collect credit card information and save it safely in Stripe. With this credit and debit card, we can then create a subscription. Since these actions will be mostly managed in Stripe, but are related to our platform, we need to ensure that we're saving this related data in our database, given that if a subscription is cancelled in Stripe, or a consumer is delayed on a payment, we need to know about it so that we can take appropriate actions. For this, we're using a webhook or API listener on our platform that is recording everything that happens in Stripe to keep the two platforms in synchrony. This is the same listener we had before, but it was modified to accommodate the new requirements. In the database, we have two new concepts, the one of a credit card and the one of a subscription. A credit card exists in two states, available or deleted. Only credit cards that are available can be used for subscriptions. A subscription is available in multiple states as described by the Stripe documentation, but the two more notable ones are active and cancelled. When a subscription is cancelled, the subscription is considered to have reached the end of its life, and thus it needs to be deleted, and a new subscription needs to be reactivated in order for the customer to receive services. Only one active subscription can exist at any point for a consumer, but this isn't strictly enforced by the database. Instead, it is enforced by the interface. At the time of recording, subscriptions cannot be edited within the platform effort, and only one kind of subscription exists for a single price point. This can be modified in the future, but it is out of the scope of the ticket. In addition, if a credit card expires, the customer has no method of curing the subscription. Thus, the subscription needs to expire and a new subscription needs to be created. This can be enhanced again in the future, but it is out of the scope of the ticket as well. On the controller, there are only three methods that interact with the process: the create subscription action, the terminate subscription action, and the webhook API action. Additionally, for managing credit cards, there are two actions to interact with: the Save Stripe API action and the Delete External Card API action. Saving credit cards on the platform is done by using the Stripe JavaScript SDK, which gives us a token for us to save instead of a credit card number. This way, the system is PCI compliant and the sensitive information is only saved on Stripe. Deleting credit cards is as simple as updating the deleted at record on the database, which causes a soft delete of the record. Creating a subscription is as simple as calling the create subscription method with the right parameters. So let me show you what the system looks like as of right now, and I'll take it for a spin. Let's see. So here I have the system running. Let's log in. First thing we need to do is go into the My Account section. Please notice that on the previous videos, this was called Stripe, but I renamed the controller to Account to have a more meaningful name, I guess. Everything that we're doing here is using Stripe. Nevertheless, I gave it a nicer name, given that you're going to be managing your account, not really managing Stripe. Here, the new section is this section here on the right that allows you to add credit cards, delete credit cards, add subscription, and remove subscriptions. The first thing that I'm going to show you, let me cancel this existing subscription right here. The first thing that I want to show you is adding a credit card. For this, you can use a wide variety of example credit cards. So you can use any of these valid credit card numbers in order for you to test a system. I believe I don't have, well, I do have a card right here, so let me add a separate one that is not using those numbers, I guess. So this is part of the Stripe SDK. So by using this communication, Stripe only gives you a token for you to save, and all of this information is stored safely on Stripe. We don't save any of this information. We don't have access to any of those input fields, so we cannot save this information ourselves, and this is done on purpose. We want to make sure that we're PCI compliant. Therefore, we leave all of this secure encryption and payment related information for Stripe to handle. Let's delete this old credit card just to make sure that you see that this functionality is working. And as you can see, because you have no subscriptions at the moment, you have this button available right here that allows you to create a subscription for the customer. This button brings this model up, and with this model you have the terms, and you're gonna tell the customer they're gonna be charged X amount of money, certain amount of time. You confirm the subscription, assume that you want the subscription to start, and then the subscription is created. So it tells you that the subscription is created, it's on the active state, it has a certain amount. Then if we go to Stripe, we should be able to see that this customer has a new subscription. Let's see. So look at the time of the subscription. It was canceled 2 minutes ago, and a new subscription was created. That is due to the actions that we've taken. So that covers the demo part of it. There's really not much to show other than you can cancel subscription, create subscriptions, add credit cards, and remove credit cards. Now I want to show you real quick what the API looks like, because it's the most complex part of it. This is the existing webhook that we had before, and we just retooled it to do a little bit more than previously. Let's see. So in here, this is a charge success that we've seen in the past. So this is not new code. Here's when a charge fails to occur. This is previous code. This is not new. Charge updated. This is also previous code. So this isn't new either. So here we are. Here we're on the subscription event update. So when there is when a listener when the API receives notification, when the webhook receives notification, I guess, there could be a couple of events that are related to us. One of them is that the subscription was deleted, in which case we cancel it, and we let the customer know that the subscription was canceled. The other thing that could happen is that it was just updated. For example, the customer stops paying or something like that, or it changes from one state to another, and we trigger this functionality here to update the subscription so that we can reflect the proper status on our platform. Another thing that could be happening, which is separate from the subscription event update, is that the subscription fails the payment, right? So if a payment fails, we know about it, and therefore we can send an email, for example, to a customer and say, hey, your credit card is bad or something like that. Please correct your information. Right now, this is set on a to-do, so this hasn't been performed because it's out of the scope of this ticket, but the functionality or the logic is there for you to be able to do it. Let's say that the payment was succeeded, then we just update the subscription saying that the subscription is active. So this is really the most complex part of it. As you can see, it's rather simple, but because it's leveraging an existing endpoint, I wanted to show it to you real quick, just to make sure that we're on the same page as to what was changed and how is it that one place is modifying or responding to all these events. So that's everything that I want to show you on the demo. If you have questions about the code, please reach out to me on the following address. If you have questions about the project itself, please contact the product owner at the displayed address below. Thank you so much for watching.